What's up, y'all? Shadow Space here, man. I hope you all enjoyed that last video I did. Luckily, you all caught me at the right time doing that because, like, a day after I drew that out, I got pissed off, and I'm still pissed off right now, man. It's been a crazy week for real. Like, I had a mini job during the school year, helping out at my mom's school. Like, I was a teacher's assistant, or more of a custodial assistant. I was getting paid, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yeah, I got a job now. I can start buying stuff because I got money. And then, I was like, oh, wait, the summer's coming up. What am I going to do for the summer? I talked to the principal. She said, oh, well, we still have summer school. You can come help us for summer school. You're still getting paid. I'm like, oh, you know what I'm saying? We can get some money for the summer. I can help you all out. You can help me. It's all good. You know what I mean? Well, sadly, that wasn't the case. Apparently, when the summer school started, I'm super excited about it. Summer school starting. I'm about to, continue to go to work so I can get some money, maybe even save up for a car because it's time for me to start driving instead of taking the bus everywhere, especially since I'm about to start going to college. So I walk up in there, sign my name, make sure they know I'm here and whatever. I say, hey, good morning, how you all doing? How you all doing? She was like, oh, hi, you're not gonna get paid, right? I said, what? What? She said, yeah, you can't get paid, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we can't pay you for the summer. So I'm wondering why the heck not, man? That really just ruined my mood, you know what I'm saying? And she's all like, oh, well, this is DPS or whatever, and they can only hire so many people back for summer school, and, the student assistants, the teachers assistants, and all those, yeah, you all are really qualified for being hired in the summer, so if you want to keep volunteering, you can, but you won't be see receiving any money for it. I just wanted to make sure I let you know up front. But I'm like, what I'm saying, that may be not all that bad. Maybe I can find a job elsewhere. I'm pretty sure I can find another job somewhere. I ain't worried about that. But everybody's trying to stress me now. I've only not had a job for what, 3 days now, and everybody's trying to get on my back and yelling and all up in my face. I'm like, you need to get a job. You need to get a job. You need to get a job. I'm gonna get a job. Just leave me alone. It's pissing me off. But the thing that took it all the way to the point where that just made me mad was to the point where I just got my report card in the mail. Since I was a senior, they wanted to mail our report cards to us. I'm like, I didn't really care because, I was pretty confident in all my grades. You know what I'm saying? I did what I needed to do to pass. But, I had a newspaper class, which I still to this day don't understand why. But I had a newspaper class, right? And this is the part of the game. This is funny. Okay. So in the newspaper class, it's basically not even a real class because my beliefs are, which are pretty correct, is that your grade is based off if you write stories for the newspaper or not. And she has 30 students in there. No. She got like 48 students in that one class, and the paper could only fit about 5 stories. So if you don't write a story, and if it don't get published, I'm guessing that you can't get a grade or you gonna fail. You know what I'm saying? And everybody at that school know that I'm not really the story writer type of dude because, I wrote a story in the beginning of the school year, and it almost got her in trouble because she asked us to write a story, and I found a story about people stealing money from the DPS board, and I found out a lot of information about that, like a lot of information, and apparently I found out too much information, and I could have got her in trouble. So me and her pretty much had the understanding that, I'll do all the other work in the class, but story is not really my partake. She was cool with it because she understands that everybody in that class is not a story writer. I'm not a story writer. I mean, I can write a comic book story. I can write chaos theory, but that's not a newspaper article, is it? It's a book with my own creative ideas. Just a story based off some people. You know what I'm saying? That's not the same thing. You know, but even though I wasn't writing stories, you know, I was still doing other things for the newspaper. For example, you know, what's a newspaper without a comic strip? So she needed somebody to draw that out. I did it more than once. And it was funny because she has a little staff in her newspaper class, and you know they go out to meetings to have like a universal newspaper with other schools in the Detroit area, and you know she liked to have a logo on that shirt. You know, she wanted to have a logo because she had a customized shirt with her name and CMA staff. But what she was missing? A logo. And she needed somebody to draw the logo. And guess what? Guess who drew the logo? I drew the logo. But for some reason, my logo wasn't used because it was me and this girl drawing a logo, right? And she loved mine. But then she looked at hers and she realized that she had a feather pen. And I did too. But my calligraphy on the paper, my calligraphy on the little stone tablet that we had to draw it out on. Oh, my calligraphy wasn't as great as it could have been. So just kick mine to the side, you know, and if she wanted to use hers more than mine, you know, I wasn't about to trip over it. But at the same time, you know, you should at least give me something for my dedication, you know what I'm saying? I skipped lunch period and I was almost late to the next class drawing that picture for it, you know what I'm saying? So I would hope that I would get like either some extra credit or a credit at all, you know what I'm saying? Because she asked a lot of people to do it and nobody showed up except me and that girl. So she said she had us. She said that we was going to get some credit for it, you know what I'm saying? And then when the paper comes out, you know what I'm saying, she's like, okay, the people from the other schools, you should write letters to them critiquing their story or telling how you felt about it. I said, okay, I'll do it. You know, she really said we only had to do one, but you can get extra credit for doing more than one. I wrote like 3 of them for each paper, you know what I'm saying? And I wasn't, you know, I did exactly what she wanted me to do. I read the story in the paper, then I wrote down how I felt about it. I gave her the letters. I should have been good, right? You know what I'm saying? So when I get my report card in the mail, I see her name. I see all my grades from each report card. The first one, B. I knew that. Second one, B. The third one, C. And this one, a F. She gave me an F. A F. So at that point, I was borderline pissed off because I never have gotten an F on a report card a day in my life. And you know, my mom tripping about it. She's like, you got an F! You got an F! I'm like, you know, that's the wrong grade. I can't have an F. You know, so I'm still calm, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, well, she still goes up to the school for summer school. The school is right down the street. You know, we can take it up to her and see like, hey, yo, what's going on with this, man? You know what I'm saying? What's going on with this? And that's the funny part right here, right? This is the funny part right here. I look further down on the grades, you know what I'm saying? You know, like when the teachers put the little comments like, you know, the student isn't really performing at its apparent ability, or the student really has done excellent work, or, you know, the student really isn't doing anything at all. You know what I'm saying? You know that stuff, right? Yeah, that stuff. I took a look at that stuff, and her comment was that my work was improving. Does anybody else see the problem in that? Anyone? Well, just in case you don't, I'm going to explain it to you. If you remember correctly, I said that my grades went from B to C to F. That means the grades are going down. However, she is claiming that my work is improving. So what does that mean exactly? It means that my grades should be going up. You know, how can something improve if it's going down? If my grade is going down, how is my work improving? That doesn't make sense. That doesn't even logically make sense. And you know, my mom used to be a teacher. So of course she's still gonna believe the teacher. She doesn't care about the law of common sense, that if something improves, it shouldn't be getting lower. If something is improving, it shouldn't be getting worse because they're the exact opposites of each other. Yin can't be yang. Yang has to be the opposite of yin. You can't have death and life. They don't coexist. And you know, the worst part is, even if we go to it, all she's gonna say is, well, Eric, he hasn't really been doing anything, he hasn't written any stories, he hasn't written a story at all, Flashback! Did you not remember that a story almost got you in trouble? So we got into the agreement that, maybe I won't write stories, but I'll draw comic strips for the paper. But I'll help edit papers. But I'll probably, if you want me to, I can draw a logo for the paper. I drew a logo for your shirt. I did the flipping letters. We had to do a final project. I did the final project. So there should be no problem. There should not be a reason why I have an F. But the thing that got me the most is that I have a friend that's in that class, and my friend does less than I do. He doesn't really do anything. He wrote one story, didn't even get published. All the teacher knew about it is that it was about gas. She didn't even read the flipping story, but all she knew is that he wrote a story. She probably read it, but it doesn't count, because remember, you have to write a story, and it hasn't even been published. Well, his didn't get published. His wasn't even close to publishing. But I asked him what the teacher gave him. She gave him a B. How did he get a B when I have an F? He was asked to draw the logo for the flipping t-shirt. He didn't. I did. He didn't write letters. I did. He didn't. He was supposed to write a comic strip for the paper too. He didn't. I did. It's so old. That's so weird. That is so weird, man. I don't understand that. I really don't understand that, man. But you know what? Enough of my mindless ranting. I just want you all opinion about this matter. How my grade is dropping, but my work is improving. Can anybody explain that to me? That's what I really want to hear in your comments right now. How do your grade drops, but your work improves? If I'm driving a car and my acceleration is improving, how is my top speed dropping? That doesn't make sense. I feel good. Just got a lot of stress out of me. However, that doesn't help the fact that, I'm sitting here, that just messed up my transcript for real. Even if we do go up there, it's going to be my word versus an adult's word. And then in my mama's mind, my word is like a little dagger, and the adult's word is like weapons of mass destruction. It's no, even when I can prove it wrong, because what more proof do you need? I did everything I was supposed to do except write stories, which me and the teacher had an agreement that I wasn't really good at, so I didn't really have to do it, So, I'm not going to even worry I'm not going to worry about this anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm just about to go up there. I'm just about to get my point across. So if I get my point across, I'll be good. And I still have my drawing stuff, so I'm going to be good. You know what I'm saying? I just bought some new supplies early, I just bought some new Dixon Time kind of rollers yesterday, because this one's getting messed up. So I bought a new pack yesterday, and I even bought some new mechanical pencils for my magic blue lead. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good, man. I just needed to let that out, because I'm not meant to, because I have to do something early in the morning tomorrow, and it's gonna involve me being around a lot of people that's gonna be ticking me off, and I'm not mentally ready for that, considering what happened to me this week. However, YouTube and all my friends have been calming me down, so that's good, because it could have been a lot worse. But hey, all my subscribers that's even watching this right now, I love y'all. I love y'all deeply. You know what I'm saying? You all been supporting me since like 2 years ago, and that's none of you have unsubscribed, to my knowledge, and that's good. You know what I'm saying? It makes me really feel special that somebody supported me with chaos theory. Chaos theory. You know what I'm saying? It's a joke, but yeah, you know what I'm saying. I'll see y'all later. I gotta go calm down, drink some water or something.